you doing? Welcome to the Faith Catalyst, and I'm your host, Faith Catalyst Jumoke Ogunsunada. And today we'll be talking about possibility thinking, and that is when we open our perspective to see or to entertain new possibilities that has previously been beyond our worldview, that's been beyond our expectation, our experience, even beyond our comprehension, something we would normally not think about, something that is, outside the box. Now, having this kind of thinking takes us beyond dead ends. It gives us hope. When you have positive possibility thinking, you do more than you believe you can do. I mean, you've reached the height of which a normal person, a normal thinker would not reach. Everything we have around us is a product, is a birth of possibility thinking. The phone you're watching me from is a product of a possibility thinking. The cars we see, the houses, the aeroplanes, the television, the radios, everything is a product of possibility thinking. Even the clothes I'm wearing that you're putting on right now is a product of a possibility thinking. And that is how far it can go. Not having this kind of thinking will put limitation into our lives. And that is why you see some of us, we're restricted. We're stagnant in one position because we depend, or probably maybe we've based our life on the resources that we have. We've based it on the funds. We've based our business on the funds that we have. And it doesn't give room for growth. It doesn't give room for creativity, because by the time you start to put your business on your funds alone without being creative about it, you're putting a restriction, you're putting limitation. But for a possibility thinker, they would always see that there are more options, there are more avenue to their business, to their studies, to their careers, to what they want to achieve. They will see there are more open doors beyond what they would normally see. And that is why you see, for a possibility thinker, they are go-getters. They don't take no for an answer. They do what most people would say it's crazy. They would do what most people would see as a dare, because they believe nothing is impossible, because they believe everything is possible. That is why you can see even some of our local products in global settings right now, because some people have rebranded it in a way that even you start to look like, is this our very own product in the global market? Because they've seen ahead, they've thought ahead, and they believed in themselves that I can take this to a global level. That's your business. Until you have the mindset, until you have that possibility thinking, until you become a possibility thinker that I can take this business to an international level with strong conviction and faith, it will not happen. But if you have that mindset, if you have that thinking, it's possible. Until you convince yourself, until you have that possibility thinking that I'm going to graduate with a 2-1 with a first class, it will be hard for you to maintain the grades. But if you keep having that possibility thinking, conviction every day that I'm going to get it, I'm going to, it takes guts to achieve certain things. For a possibility thinker, they do not take no for an answer, like I said. They don't see failure as an option. They see failure as a correction, as a stepping stone. So even if it doesn't work out at the first time, they believe it must still work out at the end. And having possibility thinking is a potential to growth, to transformation, and to a desired outcome. It births creativity, like I said before. It gives you new ideas. It gives you hope that there's light at the end of every tunnel. So even if your business is dragging, it gives you motivation to keep going. Now, it's not just about the faith you have in yourself, but also your thoughts are full of possibilities. So that alone is another driving force with the faith that that you have in your thoughts, in yourself, in your capability. So what is that thing that you wish to achieve, but you feel it is out of your reach? Change your mindset first. Have faith in yourself, and the rest will come gradually. Believe there is nothing that is impossible for you to achieve. Believe there is nothing that does not have a solution. Only with a possibility thinker would they see numerous options, numerous solutions to just one problem. Once one closes, in their mind, another one is opening. In their mind, another one is opening. That is why for every successful person that you see today, be it a man, be it a woman, for every successful companies, every one of them have one thing in common, and that is possibility thinking. They all have one thing in common, and that is possibility thinking, because they have seen the end from the beginning and they believe in it. And with the strong conviction that they have in the self, that is their faith in the self, it will birth them the results that they are looking for. So today I want to urge us, let's change our mindset. Let's cultivate the possibility thinking. Let's be a possibility thinker. And I believe most of all the issues or problems in our studies, in our business, in our careers, will start to level up little by little. I'm not saying everything will work out at once, but with a good mindset, a possibility thinking, I believe little by little, you will start to achieve and you will start to conquer most of all these things that we think is not possible. And until I see you next, be a possibility thinker. And please do not forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. On Facebook, it is at View Radio Official. And on all of the other platforms, it is at View Radio. And I remain your host, Faith Catalyst Jumoke Ogunsunada. See you next week and bye.